It's a new week, another day in the country. I stopped on the side of the road this morning in the dark and threw these boards in the back of my truck from a pile of trash. And at the time, I thought maybe they were painted, that hardboard stuff that people use for trim now. It turns out they're painted wood in all kind of pastel colors. No nails. Yeah, this is going to be awesome for working on the cabin sides when I get to that point. Yeah, got lucky this morning. So I hooked my trailer up to my son's tractor to try to get it a little closer. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to get. I don't know if this is going to be better or not, because I'm going to be hitting that door. Let's see where this axle is. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can come back some more. Or maybe not. Just maybe worse. Anyway, I'm going to leave it right here. I had 4 more 6x6 seals from the demo house. They're in horrible shape. They're partially eaten up with bugs. What do you call those little bugs? Not termites, but they have a lot of insect damage. A lot of nails and a lot of corners are broken off, but I have been able to get 4 6-foot pieces. These are for the corner posts that'll sit on the deck and hold up the roof. I got 3 of them done, and this is the last one. First, I'm gonna cut this end off because it's all boogered up. Then I'm gonna cut it to 6-foot length, and yeah, it's all good. See, there's lots of good wood in the middle. It's just the edges are so terrible. And when you go around with a saw, you never, ever, ever come out right. I don't know why. But anyway, they don't have to be that pretty. It's almost 10 o'clock and I'm finally ready to start. It takes forever to come here in the morning and get everything laid out and all that. And I did go to the lumber yard this morning, so that took some time. So I unloaded these random boards I found this morning, some plywood, unloaded 4 12s, unloaded 4 16s. I got them leaning up. I got all my tools ready. I got my chainsaw. I'm gonna pull these up and lay them out so I have a bigger walking surface. And then I need a chainsaw to cut off the 4x4s that stick up. All right, so I got these 4 16-footers dropped up here to give me a false sense of security. And I think I'm gonna close in my hole now. I don't know if it's big enough, but it'd be real easy to cut it bigger and harder to make it smaller. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that the size of the hole for the ladder. I'm gonna go down and get the chainsaw, whack these off. Okay, it's time to put up my second post. This one was easy because it kind of stood up by itself. I don't know how this one's going to be. But what I did was I stood it up and C-clamped it and then knocked it around level with the level and put a bunch of screws in it. I brought up a long board so I could brace it off to the tree, but I didn't need to. It's standing up level all by itself. So let's get this one up. And it's heavy, but it's not crazy heavy. Unfortunately, when I was cutting them the other day, I cut them 5.5 inches shorter than my intended height. I was hoping that the ceiling height would be 6 feet. It's gonna be a little less on the outside edge, but that's okay, it's for kids. By the time you get like this close to the outside edge, you might not hit your head. I don't know. I might put a double top plate up there just to raise it up 3 inches, and then we'll be pretty close. Let's stand this thing up. And I got no video camera, so it's not that big a deal anyway. So there's a lot written on the internet about what side goes up, the concave side or the convex side, but this is how I look at it. This side goes up. Okay, making progress a little bit. Got some more deck down, got that post straight finally. That took forever. It did not want to stand up straight. Ended up having to brace it both ways. Yeah, progress. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna go eat lunch. I gotta cut some grass for a couple hours, and I'll be back this afternoon. The sun's shining on my head. I just had a big scare. Went to get just reached for my pocket to grab my phone, and it was not there. And I have been cutting the trails with the riding mower, and I don't go in a straight line. I go forward and backwards in circles, trying to get all the parts. And I cut my part of my yard, which was a bunch of circles. And I went, oh my God, I demolished my phone. But I found it on the mower. It had fallen out of my pocket, and it was on the platform back there with the motor. So, whoo, lucky. Anyway, I want to do this pointy part just because I want to. So I'm gonna pull up these boards and finish this pointy part. It'll be a lot of cutting. All right, time for another break. These old heavy boards are kicking my booty, and kneeling and nailing and just life in general. But we're making progress. I really would like to finish this afternoon. I don't know if I'll make it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try. But I'm gonna take a break. All right, now for the fun part. Just grabbing a straight line and cutting them off. Now there are drops of blood, one there and one there. And I've checked myself. I'm not bleeding, nowhere. I don't understand. If somebody's got something dead up in this tree, it's pretty weird. Okay, this side, this end, around the tree, is done. Used up a bunch of short pieces, got a line. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I would love to get enough boards down to set this other post over here, which means I could set my 2x6 beam, or whatever you want to call it, across, and that would just make me feel good. But it's going to be really borderline if I got enough boards. Maybe I can like stagger them and leave this end kind of open. Man, yeah, and I'm not going to buy any boards locally. That's crazy. They're crazy expensive in the little hardware store. But there is a Lowe's, 35 minutes away. Oh well, I'm done. I'm totally done. I'm spent, so I'm gonna pick up my tools and call it a day. Stump burning in the morning. I'm waiting for the fire to calm down a little bit, and I'll put the top on it, and I'll throw stuff in it all day long. The stump is kind of soft. It's got a lot of peat around it. I think it will be a successful burn. Okay, I got the fire burned down enough so I can put the top on it. I don't have a way to handle that top. It's gonna get hot. But anyway, I want it to go slow all day long. I got the 6 boards off the trailer. My goal is to space them out a little bit. Maybe be a cheater baby, so I can get that second and maybe the fourth. No, that'd be the third and the fourth post set. That's my goal. Got it. I had enough. Got the board, the deck board, to where the edge of the post is gonna go. Probably could have been a little smaller, but anyway, I could have done it without the deck. It would have been a lot harder. Holding these posts up and getting them straight by myself and getting the clamp on them and all that, this board right here helps tremendously. So I'm gonna set these 2 posts, and I have the 12-foot beams that go across here, and I have that steel grate guard bars that go here. I got a few more things I can do, even though I'm out of 2x. I mean, like, I'm 100% out of 2x. I don't even have one 2 foot left, 2 foot long. I don't even have a 2-footer left. 2 posts. Behave beautifully. You know, you stand them up, you put a C-clamp on them, and you take the 4-foot level and you kind of tap them around to get them level, and you screw them into place. It sounds so easy. This one, I spent an hour trying to get this one straight. It was like a spring that didn't want to cooperate. It's done now. I got the beam in place, and I got the same inches of overlap on this end as on this end. I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna screw it really well because that's gonna hold the uplift from the sheet metal. So before I nail up these last 2 2x6s, it's a doubler for the beam up there. I want to use them to help me get my 2 sets of iron bars up. They're not crazy heavy, but they're not light either. Well, you guys missed out on some nice work because I forgot my video camera. Anyway, I got to put this beam up as a double 2x6, and I put an interior post, natural wood. That's mostly to hold the handrail, not so much the beam. Put that post up and that beam, and these clamps are indispensable when you're working by yourself, because getting that thing to stay up there, the second one, keep from flopping over. I put a nail and hung a clamp. I hung a clamp by each post, so wherever I needed one, I could grab one. And these bars, it should be welcoming to small kids, huh? These I found in a trash pile with the posts and the huge vine. This is all that's left of the vine, but it was all like one piece, and I had a hell of a time getting it in my truck because it's pretty heavy. And I brought it to the foundry and got the vines off and unstuck the wood from the steel. It's been sitting there for like 5 years. I've tried to give it away, nobody wanted it, and now it's perfect for right here. I'm glad I didn't give it away. Anyway, I'm out of lumber, I'm out of oomph, so I need to try to figure out how many boards I need to finish this for next time I come. And after that, we'll put up some rafters. I wanted to show you this. Those posts are very weathered on the exterior, but they're very much not rotten on the inside. It's a good old growth cypress, which is not really available anymore except from demolition of buildings. Well, it's not an official work day because we have guests, but I did drive by the Home Depot on the way here this morning. I got 8 12-footers, so I'm gonna go ahead and see how far I can get going around that tree. And I do have tomorrow, so I might go to the Lowe's tomorrow in Mississippi. I forget the name of the city. And get my rafters up. Wouldn't that be cool? So it's a new morning. The only thing I did yesterday was I bought 8 more 12-footers at the Home Depot on my way here and used them up, and that's how far I got. Almost finished. I still need to replace this 1x with a proper board. And then yesterday afternoon, David and I put up handrails all the way around here. I think he was concerned a little bit for my safety, and maybe he let his kids come up closely supervised for a minute. So the first thing I'm going to do this morning is take down, this one can be permanent, this one can be permanent, and this one can be permanent. And that'll free up my little 1x board, these little scraps which I need to hold up the roof. This can't be permanent, obviously. And this can't be permanent because the ladder's not going to go there, so this needs to go all the way across. I guess I could do it halfway, but I'd much rather wait and just do it all the way across. So we're going to start with that. It's kind of chilly this morning. I need to start carrying boards to warm up. Permanent handrail or handrail structure up to here. I can't put it here because this is not going to be our permanent entryway, and obviously I can't put it here because we don't have this finished. So I got some pickets, some little short 1x4 boards I'm going to put on here to try to dissuade the kids from climbing. The kids were up here yesterday to look around. We were worried about them going by the edge and turn around. And Ruby was at the top of the bar. She climbed up our bars. She had climbed up these bars like a monkey. So you gotta do what you can to keep kids from killing themselves. So I've got a whole bunch of these little 1x4s. I'm gonna put them here, kind of to keep the kids from falling between the rails. I could put a third rail, but they just use that as a ladder and climb up over it, which I'm not crazy about. If I leave them sticking up, it's gonna make it less attractive for them to sit on the handrail and to climb over it. So I'm gonna use these They passed their best by date, but they're, you know, they're good enough for intended purposes. So next week I'll bring a bunch of them, or next time I come. I am ready to go cut rafters. I was always going to do a 5-on-12 pitch on the roof. I bought the rafters for that length. At the last minute I decided, let's do a 4-on-12. It'll look more Caribbean. It'll feel safer up there. It's just going to be easier. So we're going to do a 4-on-12. And of course I forgot my framing square, which is what I use to lay out rafters. And I have a speed square, and I know you can use it if you have a book. I don't have the book. I could probably get the measurements off the internet. But let's see what we could do. Okay, so it took me a minute, but I got it. So for every 2 foot of run, we're going to come up 8 inches. So that's all I had to do. And then I had to put this on top of that and mark this little corner and cut this and this. If we had a 4 foot building, this would be a perfect 2 foot rafter. But we don't. We have a 16 foot building. So we need 8 foot on each side. So we need 4 of these on each rafter. And then cut the bird's mouth and the overhang. Here is my rafter pattern. 2 foot of span, 4 foot of span, 6 foot of span, 8 foot of span. And then I'm going to cut a notch to sit on the 2x4 that's on the outside edge. But then I decided I don't want this chunky overhang, I want a skinny overhang, so I was going to cut this. So I got to cut this line, this line, this line. And then it's not really 8 foot of span because there's a ridge board and it's 1.5 inches. So I'm cutting off 3/4 of an inch up here. So I'll cut this one. This will be my pattern. And we'll cut 2 more, and we'll go up there and make sure they fit before I cut all 10 of them. So I ran this straight edge, this fairly straight edge across, because I want my rafters to be opposite each other, and I don't really have much to measure off of. But I don't want them next to the tree because they're not treated, they're just pine, and it's gonna leak. The sheet metal around the tree is gonna leak. I'm not even gonna try to make it not leak. Now the ridge is treated, so the ridge is gonna go up tight to the tree. But the first set of rafters is gonna be back a little ways. So if they get a little wet, they won't rot because they'll dry quickly. It's when you got boards that are all nailed together and they can't dry, that's when you have problems. And I'm gonna move over here and do the same thing. Just, I want the rafters to be opposite. I guess I could just keep measuring off of that one, but I need to know how close to get to the tree. It's hard to tell without the straight edge. Okay, I need a hammer and a couple of nails. Up a little bit.
Can you do that when the board's on the ground? Is the starting of it?
If I were smarter, I could. Maybe we'll do that on the rest of it.
Yeah.
You gotta go to you.
Just to start
go
it
in.
now.
More. Now we're measuring the ridge from round tree to round tree, and we did okay, but I wish we'd have left it a little bit longer. Okay, let it go straight, kind of got to keep it. Okay, I think we're looking at 11.6. You cut it. Crap, the saw's downstairs. You go get the saw. I'll get it. I got to get the cord too. So we're throwing up the power cord. Power cord miss number 1. I think we have a power cord miss. Oh, she got it on second try. Okay. Must swing the end around. You got it? Okay, so I'm going to shove mine up and drop my little block. Then you shove yours up. Drop it.
Shove it up?
Yeah, knock the little block out the way.
Out from the bottom up?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wait, I think we need to position my ladder a little bit farther back.
Further back up?
Yeah.
Okay. I got the board. Put the ladder in. Okay. Okay, I'm going up.
We'll just put it up and...
Wait, let me get mine. You can just hold it about right there.
Okay. Oh, you lost your brakes, honey. You lost your brakes. You lost your brakes.
I know. Okay. Try to get yours up. There you go. You got it. Oh, there you go. Yours went. Don't let the block hit you in the head.
Okay. I can do it. My arms would just
I
get
know, but
hard.
I may not need it. But it does need to be in a straight line.
With what?
So they need to go out.
Oh yeah, I see.
See what I mean?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Uh-oh, I moved your camera. Is it going?
Yeah.
I moved it. So you're gonna go up and down.
I'm gonna put it over here. I think.
Is this one straight?
You think it needs to go out that way?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, but you already nailed it.
Yeah, but it can move. Oh no, it's hitting a tree. I might can move it a little bit. No, it's hitting a tree for sure.
It's
Okay, well, that one's done.
what?
That one's done.
It is?
Yeah, it's okay because we're not using plywood on it. We're using strips. When you're using plywood, everything has to be straight.
Yeah.
Or you end up cutting the plywood all up trying to make it fit.
Right.
When you're using strips. Okay, you tell me when I'm straight.
Okay. Yeah, you're way off. That one's not nearly as bad as this one. So it's angling in toward the treehouse. It needs to go straighter that way. This board needs to go that way.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, this board. No, not that one.
Well, they both got to be the same.
This board, yeah, they're nowhere near. This needs to go toward the tree.
Okay.
Okay, that's better, but it's still angling. Yeah, pull this board to you a little. They're not lined
I
up.
thought they both had to come in on one.
In on
Yeah, no, they're not bad. The other one's like perfect.
that? Yeah, the other
Let me
one
put a
is
screw in the other one.
Okay.
so we can get it.
Oh God! Okay, sweetie. No harm done?
Wrench those screws a little bit.
Yeah. Don't you want me up? Well, it's only matter.
Is this straight? Is this one still looking pretty good?
Yeah.
This one needs to go.
Oh.
Right there?
Yeah, but it's going now. Is
Just trying to kind of get in a line.
I know. Well, but it's impossible because if you line up this board
Yeah.
with that board,
Yeah.
it really is. It's instead of doing this, it's doing that toward
So
the
this
tree
board's
house.
not in the right place.
Right.
Okay. So put
I
this
mean,
board in the right place.
but alone, it looks okay. But
This is kind of warped it, huh?
yeah, they both have warps in them, but I don't know how to get it right because this is already nailed.
Well, we should be able to get it in a straight line. You just pull a string and get it in a straight line. So does this one
Then
need to
they
move?
both need to go out.
Oh, well, let's move them both out.
Oh, okay.
Tell me when you like this.
To be lined up, well, it's way off the other one, but
I don't care about
now
this
this looks kind of straight.
Straight with the posts?
Post,
Post to post.
which post?
4x4. Well, where the rafters screwed.
Where the rafter screws.
Yeah.
Straight from here.
Yeah, to the where that one sticks. Straight line up.
No.
What do you got to do?
Way to you. But then you get a bad angle. See, you got that, and now you got the both angling in.
Yeah, but
You come see. I'll clamp it. You come see. Can you leave it for a second?
let me put a screw in it just so it can't fall. Hold still, fingers.
See,
Hold up. Hold up.
see. Oh, look out, Barry.
Can't fall. Can't fall.
Now it looks straight.
What?
What? There's no angle now in the middle where there was a big angle in the middle.
It's way out.
I was looking at where the two boards meet at the big piece, and it was like this. It was like that instead of that. This angle.
Okay, first thing I gotta do is keep this ridge from moving. That's messing with our head.
Under that ridge.
So,
Go quick when you go under it. Oh yeah, now it's way out that way. That rafter on your side.
but the ridge is not in the right place. So you can't tell anything. The ridge goes over here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Can you pull
Do what?
that slit blackboard?
This?
Can you kind of hold it toward where it is?
You need a level?
I need to hold it here.
Well, so I should get this one.
Well, either one. There you go. There. Let it go.
You need to swing it. That's your line.
Okay, we got stability. Now, let's look at the straight ability. You both got to do that.
Yes.
Agree?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move your side first.
What do I need to do?
Tell me how far to move it.
That's better on this one.
Good? Better.
Just.
I know you.
Yes, that's good. That looks straight.
Okay.
Now the one on your side needs to go way out.
It's got to match this.
It's like not even on it at all. It's got to go way out to the outside. Okay. More. Look. That's pretty good.
Yeah, match it up now. Alright. Happy?
Oh, that's okay. That's better.
Better?
Yeah.
So then it was back to the other end to one, replace the screws that bent when the ridge fell down, and two, do some final adjustments on getting the rafters straight with each other and getting them screwed down tight. And that's the hard part, is getting the first two pairs.
Ooh, you have a water up here. Yay! I just realized I haven't had anything to drink.
Okay.
Pretty close.
How many of those I got left?
1,
Just a couple?
4.
Oh, I think I got some in the box downstairs.
4 and 1 bent one.
I don't want to bend.
I know. Wait, there's more. 5. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. House of Children.
Go say that to the camera.
Okay. Where's the camera? There you are. Okay. Got an idea here for a name for this. Maison des Enfants. House of Children. I think that's corny, maybe so. I like the plant. It hurts.
For the birds. It just doesn't work.
What?
It just doesn't work. That's my good leg. All right, well, we don't have any fittage to brag about, but we're getting rafters up. Got 2 more pairs to go.
So that's it for this trip. We got all the common rafters up, got the ridge up. I got it picked up on the far end about 1.5 inches because it spread the posts out, because I don't have ceiling joists to keep the posts from spreading. And the easy rafters are over the pointed ends. That's going to be a trip, but that's going to be a trip for next time. So thanks for watching.